There we go.
Mm.
And larger, done. Hey guys, Tony the Story Size Assassin. Welcome to today's Smokers Panel Live on a Saturday. And somehow we have Midnight Cigar as twins. You know, two people in one screen. So, okay. So, a little late today. Try to get things done. Working on a deal. Try to get a new car. But at the end of this, right now, 9 p.m. over here, I'm still not done yet. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. But I'll smoke something nice. I'll smoke a Opus.
Mm. An opus?
Why not? I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
So, kinda. I don't know why.
Well, that's good.
I get a lot done today. I even got my new suits kind of tailored. Got some stuff done, got return done, look at the car, talk to my brother. My brother's coming down in 2 weeks to hang out. And yeah, a lot of shit happening. So I just need to smoke something. So I'll get to what I gotta talk about in a second. I think it's an interesting topic. But let me light it up first.
Next. Go, Eba.
All right. First of all, hi to Tristan. And let's open this up. Yada yada yada. Hope you guys had a good day. We had a thunderstorm. Got to a relative nice temperature and then thunderstorm. So a little rough. Why is it this one? Now, the topic I want to talk about is, you know, sometimes you kind of just think about, oh, what I want to talk about in the next podcast or next show, next whatever. And I just started thinking about my life. Okay, I started thinking about my life, and it's like, you know, because those people who doesn't know, I used to have a lot of time, right? I used to have a lot of time. Those people who knows from the cigar dairy era, I got a lot of time. I got a lot of time, right? I work like 3 to 4 hours a day, and the rest is pretty much like on call kind of thing. And I got time. I sit down, I do my model. I got a lot of time. And ever since getting to the cigar thing, my whole time is gone. Time is gone. Time just disappears, right? Just the only thing is just smoking, get old, smoking, get old, smoking, get old. I was sitting down and thinking about my life. I was like, it seems like when you get into cigar, you became one of like what 3 to 4 people, 3 to 4 type of people. It seems like everybody is like that. Okay, either you smoke cigar and became more less shit given. Don't give a shit anymore about anything else. Like you became someone that does not give a shit. Okay. Or you became someone that's a health freak. For some reason, a lot of people that we know in the cigar theme just all of a sudden, you know what? I want to work out. I want to look good while I smoke. Like, you know, as if that's gonna balance the negative impact of the cigar. Is I'm gonna go work out. Right? I gotta go to the gym, I gotta work out or something like that. All right. And the next one is you become some sort of social media YouTuber, Instagram person. Okay. Some sort of those. And the last one is more complicated. You became someone that is just really. All right. So you become someone that has a little AA crew, AA like group kind of thing. and then you just stuck in that, and then you became very sentimental. You became like a life support meeting kind of thing. It's hard to explain. It's like you became someone that needs a support group, or you're a combination of some of these. You can be a support group and don't give a shit. Support group and YouTuber. YouTuber doesn't give a shit. It's combination of these four. Combination of these four. Combination of these four. And then like it's just weird. It's like cigar should be a hobby, right? And because it's a hobby, it should be a very minor part of the life. Couple hours a day. Minor. But because it actually changes your lifestyle to one of the four or combination of the four, it actually had more impact than just a hobby. Because it influenced you to do certain things. It influenced you to live a certain way.
How did it started?
It's just he was thinking about life and shit. And cigars and not having enough time like he used to before SSL.
Oh, he's bleeding.
Huh?
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 Nothing.
What? You don't think that like it's kind of weird?
I mean, I became a cigar reviewer and then I stopped and then I had my support group and then not gave a shit anymore.
And now
then
you're a health freak.
I'm working out. Now I'm free and I'm working out.
Right? You're one. It's only the combination of these four. Right? Everything else, regardless what things might happen in life and stuff like that, which the most few that I see so far is either job changes. I see a lot of job changes. People who smoke cigar, job changes. Divorces. I see like how many divorce already? Divorce.
Yep.
Okay. There are quite a few mental issues and unalive yourself issues or overall death. Dealing with long-term health issues. There's a lot of them that deals with chronic issues, which is not related to cigar. It's just a long-term health issue.
To be honest, none of these are related to cigars.
So what?
I don't think any of these related to cigars, man.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, the part of that is that you see a lot of these in cigar talk, right? And with that, you find out that most cigar smokers eventually falls in one of those four category of life. All right, and here's the thing: it had to start with not. All right, you were not any of the four, and that you bounce into any of the four. Okay, because before I wasn't any of the four.
Right.
But you fall into any of the four. Now before, Martin isn't any of the four. He's quite opposite. He's the exact opposite of any of the four. But he fell into all of the four.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure Eric used to be something outside of the four, and now he's select your own four.
Well, yeah, because from the beginning he mentioned that he wanted a community, like he never had this.
Mm-hmm.
So we were his support group.
So
Yeah,
we fall into one of the four category, and once you fall in, you either continue to one of the four, you never fall out again. Once you're in that one of the four, you'll never come out again. Until you stop smoking cigar. But that's the thing. If you become someone who don't no longer give a shit, even after you smoke cigar, you still probably won't give a shit. So you'll never give. You just never stops.
My give a shit went out the door after pretty much after meeting you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's like you have no choice but to fall into that category.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't spend a lot of time in cigar, for some reason, once you start smoking cigar, you never have enough time anymore. You never have enough time anymore.
So you.
I never had time.
Right? Once you start smoking cigar,
Cigars, not because I smoke cigars. I just never had time before either. So
no. Before you smoke cigars, you got 2 hours, at least 2 or 3 hours. Now, even though there's 2 to 3 hours, you know you got to smoke a cigar, you take 2 hours, put it aside, right? And when somebody say, yo, you got time to smoke cigar, you're like, dude, I really don't have time right now. Even though you know you got to take 2 hours to smoke cigar. You just don't have that time. That time is not there. And then somehow you still work it in later.
Like, when did you start smoking cigars?
7 years ago. So I never had time.
How long have you known of that?
Huh?
How long have you known of that?
I dated her for 8 years.
8 years? Okay.
So he will have been single had he smoked.
Mm-hmm.
Had he smoked earlier, he'll be single and virgin. Hey, everybody. So it's just really funny how that works. Is that as I sit down and I was like, I thought about what it could have been if I pull a different direction. I say I smoked a cigar, never joined Cigars Daily, never joined Cigars Daily Nation, never do any of those. Which I will still have more time because when I do Cigars Daily Nation, I got nothing but time. Okay, I got nothing but time. I was doing something all day, and never go that direction and continue to just the way it is, and just watch YouTube and crazy videos while I'm smoking, as is. Would it be any different? And then I thought about it. I was like, either way, I'm gonna fall into one of these 4 categories. Either way, I'm gonna fall into one of these 4 categories. So, not enough time, not enough cigar, not enough taste, not enough money, not enough.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's when you really get into cigar smoking, because I had plenty of time when I smoked 1 cigar a month or every other month. But it's like when you pick up cigars and you're smoking, as you're now a cigar smoker, then you realize you don't have any time.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right, here's another thing. Okay, so I was talking to my brother, and my brother said that he went to the doctor, got a bunch of things checked, because he just quit his job. He wanted to take some time, kind of rebuild his body a little bit, because fat, overweight, high cholesterol, whatever. And he took a lot of ultrasound, X-ray, and all that stuff. He did a whole 9 yard. Okay. The doctor looked at the information. It was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you're close to fatty liver, but you're not there yet. Everything else looked good. Cholesterol is slightly high, but not too bad. But that doesn't mean you gotta get a free pass though. You need to stop drinking and smoking or you're gonna die. And my brother told me that. I was like, did you ask the doctor if you stop any of those, are you not gonna die? Because I'm pretty sure the guaranteed thing in life is death.
Yeah.
Right? So does that mean that if he stops smoking and drinking, he get a free pass and just never die? Because that's what it sounds like in Pine. You don't get a free pass. You don't have a free pass. So somebody got a free pass.
Live longer.
Right? There's no guarantee either. There's no guarantee. You can choke on water and die tomorrow.
The same.
Right? The doctor say, you don't get a free pass. Okay, say who got the free pass? I want to know who the hell got the free pass and did not have to die.
Yeah, I mean, you hear about people working out and they're in good shape and then they die.
Well, see, I always tell people about that, okay? When you are working out, you're building your body to the prime shape by abusing it, right? By abusing it. And it still abused your body. ultimately, it might be a healthier in comparison to be obese, but you are
Right.
still abusing your body. So don't overdo it because you're actually putting pressure on your body more than it needs. So it kind of adapt and become stronger. Adapt. But again, that's like saying that I'm going to adapt by walking my foot over fire every single day until it builds enough calories so I no longer feel fire. You're still damaging your body. Don't overdo it, right? Everything within reason is good for you. Without a reason, not so much, including tax.
Everything in moderation is good for you.
And when I say moderation is keep doing it until somebody say enough is enough. Because apparently at that point it's only enough. But yeah, it was an interesting conversation with me and my brother. I was like, why would a doctor say that?
That's weird.
Yeah. And then the reason I started thinking about cars because my brother bought a new car. He bought a X6M.
Oh, nice.
And then he was like, and I was like, what about your G-Wagon? Why don't you G-Wagon? He's like, no, bro, that G-Wagon drinks so much gas. You want it? Just take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I could take it. I mean, it's badass driving G-Wagon. And then he say, yeah, but just so you know, a tank of gas is 150.
That's not bad.
But it's just, it goes through gas so fast that it's like
Yeah.
10 to 12.
You'll pump every 3-4 days.
Yeah, 10 to 12 miles per gallon. That's it.
You forgot Tony don't drive?
Well, I know, but I'm saying, like.
No,
still.
if I get it, I give it to my wife to drive. Because I I'm so racist. If I drive that car, people just think I'm Hitler.
What?
That's the one thing when I talk to my brother about it. My brother asked me, it's like, because we always ask this kind of question, right? If you're able to travel back in time, who do you want to be? Right?
Gonna be Hitler or what?
No. I say, I want to be Jeff Bezos. I'm gonna turn bald, but I get whatever that I want, right? He's like,
Yeah.
no. He said, I want to be Hitler. I was like, what? What? And he's like, yeah, even the people hates him, but he's got a good ride. I was like, World War II isn't a good ride. The best ride he ever got was Mercedes-Benz.
Wow.
He's like, no, but I know it's like power and stuff. I was like, if you just want power, why won't you say Putin?
Oh my God, yeah.
Why don't you just say Putin? He's like, but like, you don't get to be someone so iconic that people remember you regardless whether or not they are harmed by this he's doing. Like, you got to be Chinese and you got nothing to do with that, right? You don't know. You don't know anything like, we're not involved. We still know who Hitler is.
No, I'd rather be the rich guy that nobody knows about.
Well, you can't be a rich guy that nobody knows about. If you're a rich guy, everybody knows you.
Well, I mean, I want to be like just under the rich guy.
Yeah. He's like, I want to be the guy that after I go, because I said, you do know that the ending of that story is your death, right? Premature death.
Right. You don't get to live long.
He said, but you got a good ride. No, you did not have a good ride. You don't have a ride.
Yeah, no.
He's like, it's pretty badass. If simply wave your hand right now, it reminds you of me. I was like, what?
Oh my God, dude. Wow. Your brother thinks different than we do.
My brother's crazy. My brother's crazy. You got to think about this. He's in car industry, right? So he talk a lot of smack with a lot of people.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, why wouldn't you think of Putin? Putin's got power. He's got money. He's got power over an entire country. And he's got any Russian chick that you want. And anybody dare to oppose him, they just all of a sudden, for no reason, fly out the window. Literally, the word defenestration is created for Russians. So why not? Why not? But yeah, that was a crazy conversation. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure he's not drunk today, but we just happened to have a crazy conversation today. And he was like, bro, let me go visit you. I was like, yeah, you can come down, but what you gotta do, man? This, like Massachusetts right now, like we gotta have a whole week of rain next week. We had a thunderstorm today. We gotta have a whole week of rain, which pisses me off because I don't get to smoke outside. And crazy weather. There's like nothing to do. There's nothing to do. Granted, he had nothing to do where he is too, because like right now he's not working, and he lives in Long Island, so there's nothing in Long Island. It's like the best place to be if all you want to do is work. And I thought he was gonna move down to Boston, which he didn't. But yeah, a lot of those things kind of got me to think about life, time, effort, things. And I think what lead to me to think about my life is because I was driving and my wife's like, did you think about your speech yet? I was like, what speech? She's like, the release party. You probably had to make a speech. I was like, no, I'm going to make Eric do the speech. So Eric, you better start thinking.
What, bitch?
Okay, to be fair, I did a speech last time.
When?
The patrimonial party.
When did you make the speech?
I made the speech. Wasn't the one I made the speech last time when we were in Arizona.
Edit what? You look good.
Edit it.
Edit what?
There's no. It's just regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Do
fine.
your fucking Facebook or Instagram edit.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Posting a cigar picture.
Shouldn't you focus on here?
we're multitasking.
No, he's not even multitasking. Out of the 25 minutes on screen, he looked at the screen about 2 minutes.
He was playing with his phone.
Seriously.
So I'm giving him my phone to play with.
Yeah, like he's so like engulfed with the game right now, and because the boy is also playing the game, he's so engulfed right now that he hasn't even buy the ticket to fly to Arizona yet.
Damn, dude. I told you I could drive your ass, but you don't want to be there 4 days.
I don't want to be there 4 days.
Oh shit! I forgot to bring it down. The car is here, man.
What
The
car?
car with the QR code is here. I want to show it to you guys.
The car with the QR code?
No, I'll show it to you guys after the show, since it's really the Legion stuff. But the card is here. Car is here. Got more stickers.
Business card.
QR code card.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope everybody's smoking a good cigar because today is a shitty weather day, and the only way to defeat the shitty weather day is to stay inside, smoke a better cigar. It really is. Smoke a better cigar. Even though there's a lot, I almost feel like I should make a list of the cigars that's coming out, and just draw them off every time I smoke one.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if any of the good cigars that's a good idea. I think we'll do that. We're gonna have a board of cigars that I should try. You guys think that I should try? Board of cigar that I should try. We'll draw them off as I find them. How about that?
What you talking about?
The board cigar. We're gonna think of a name. What would we call that board? What would we call that list?
What are you talking about?
So we can create a list of cigars that is most anticipated, or people think that I should try this year.
The new Plasencia.
And then I'll put that on the board, and then we'll cross them off as I smoke them. Right? And then we'll pick the best one out of that list. What would we name that board?
He's nuts.
You would say some stupid shit like that.
I think that's a good idea. All right, guys. Since we have that idea, start throwing out names of the cigar that you think I should try this year. cigars that's releasing this year that I should try. Put on the chat. Put on the chat. What should we try?
Are
What
you
should we
buying-
try?
Are you buying boxes? Of them?
I'll buy all the singles. You can buy all the boxes.
Wait. Hold up. Why are we? Where is this we coming from again? Like what? You know, when you make shit like this, don't put we in this, dude.
I didn't. I say I buy the single. You buy the boxes. There's no we in here.
No, bro. Fuck off. I ain't buying shit.
There's no we in here, man. I'm buying a new car. I don't have the budget for that now. Right? I'll get the singles. You get the boxes.
I ain't doing shit.
And then you can send me the box and keep the cigar.
Mm.
You still haven't sent me the boxes.
Yeah, Odette was like, she was like, are you gonna send those boxes or are you gonna throw them away? I was like, it all depends on how I feel. I got time.
No, I'm waiting for it. Even you got time. Of course I know you got time. I'm waiting for them. Jeez.
I'm not going nowhere. Don't worry, boys.
You know, I'm like, right now it's getting busy. You know, it's a time where I'm getting really busy. Next Tuesday, or so, Tuesday, Wednesday, ITS cigar officially lands in the U.S. soil. Think about that.
Yep.
Goddamn boat people.
What?
Our cigar is a boater.
The fob.
Yeah. Straight fob.
Once it lands, now this is the tough part. We'll find out how much it costs to ship that entire thing from Florida from Miami to Arizona. I forgot to think about that thing. Forgot to think about how much it will cost to ship an entire pallet of cigars.
It's good. Tell Lewis to wait to June. I'll be down there.
Well, you got to drive an entire pallet down?
Huh?
We still need it.
I'm just saying.
I'm thinking about $1,000 to $2,000. Even though that kind of don't make sense, because to ship one of our humidors, it wouldn't cost like $100. Think about that. One 1,500 count humidor is probably as heavy as something like maybe $100 of cigars.
Yes, but it's not as big.
Not necessarily.
You know it's not as bro. Get the fuck out of here.
If it's 1,500 cigars,
Not 1,500 boxes.
but how many is in 1,500 cigars?
10,000. Is that thing gonna fucking fit in there? 10,000 cigars. Is that thing gonna hold 10,000 cigars?
It's not, but I'm saying, okay,
No, it's not even close. It's not gonna be as big.
1,500 cigars, that's almost 100 boxes. Think about that. Hey, let me know how that Alma Cielo is. I mean, I'm still debating whether or not to smoke it. To be honest.
When I first lit it up, I was like, what the fuck?
What?
What are you talking about?
It was like a dry.
What are you talking about?
This one.
That's not what we're talking about.
Oh, I thought you said that.
I'm talking about Alma Cielo.
Oh, I
What are you
that's-
smoking right now?
You can't fucking-
I thought that's what you were. That's what this was called. Until I looked at it.
I fucking can't.
See, this is what happens when you don't pay attention.
Los Gloriosos.
All right, think about it. Somebody's shipping a very large, full-size humidor, right? Like those wooden ones, you know what I'm talking about? Those large ones. It wouldn't cost them like $500-$600.
Still not fucking $500 cigars.
I can ship an entire car for like $1,000 or $2,000.
Yeah.
You think $500 cigar is 4,000 pounds?
Well, it depends. No, well, shipping stuff is different, right? Shipping cars is different.
So if you have one pellet and just shove all the way inside with a
Car, unless you're really rich, you're not gonna put that shit on the plane.
ground.
Yeah.
Ground. But think about that, right? It doesn't even cost that much to ship a computer server. That's like 1,000 pounds. And that thing's big. I mean, commercial shipping is slightly different, right? That's what I'm talking about. Commercial shipping.
What is your guess? Why your guess is like $2,000 for shipping?
I was thinking about 500 boxes of cigar, right? If we do 125 boxes at $500 of shipping, roughly, it will make sense because if you break that down to about 30 boxes per box, you know, one paper box, 30 boxes. How much do you think that's gonna cost you to ship?
100.
Exactly. So 4 of those.
Well, no, depending if you want to ship it all. Well, there's different services when you ship.
Mhm.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
I don't know if that whatever that's being shipped is actually on a pallet or separate boxes. Because remember, when we walk by, all the gurkhas are packaged separate boxes.
Yes, but they go on the pallet.
Right. They go on a pallet, but it doesn't mean it's gotta ship from the UPS on a pallet. It's gotta come in a pallet. Doesn't mean it's
No,
gonna be
it's shipped with the pallet. What are you talking about? Like, you ever see Daily?
No. Okay, it's shipped in a pallet to the US. And then from the US, that goes to the warehouse. But once in the warehouse, I don't know if they keep it on the pallet.
Pallet, man. What are you talking about?
Huh?
Like, it's gonna come in a pallet.
No, because when
Yes.
when you receive cigar, you receive them by the box.
Because we only buy box. We're not buying fucking pallets of fucking cigars. We never bought a pallet of cigars. If we bought a pallet of cigars, they're gonna come on a pallet.
But that's the thing. If it's on a pallet, they kind of expect you to have a
Business,
forklift
but
to
yes.
take it down. I'm pretty sure there is no forklift on a residential address.
Well, they're gonna bring it down for you.
They don't always have it. No. They don't. UPS does not have a forklift.
No, but they will get it onto the ground for you.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, they have one of those jack.
When they
Forklift
will.
jack, and then they have this thing that goes down.
It's FedEx. They don't have ground or express. They don't have a forklift.
But they will get it to your door.
Well, they've got a pallet jack. Yeah.
Yeah, they will get to your door. You deal with that shit.
So why you say is that gotta be cheaper or is it gotta be more expensive? I'm not too. I'm too.
I think it's gonna be cheaper.
But see, that's considered freight. So they would maybe use a
Yeah,
freight
it's
truck.
cheaper. Yeah.
They would use a truck, like an 18-wheeler truck. Because it's a different shipping, because we do
Yeah.
shipping at our dealership. If it's bigger than a certain size, or if it goes on a pallet, it has to go on a fucking 18-wheeler truck.
Right. It'll be a
And I'm
special
pretty sure-
shipping.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's not gonna be just fucking UPS little mail truck fucking going.
No, you know, with that being said, first I want to apologize to Michael. I forgot thinking about how much labor that would take to move that many boxes back to your house. So think about that as a good exercise. Part of the falling to one of the category, become a healthy freak.
You're
Just think about
welcome.
that. It's fried on a pellet on a semi. Yeah, but like, you know, what is the cost? How did they calculate the cost on that? Anybody
don't
working
I
UPS?
don't think it's gonna be more than
Wait,
500.
no, I should have asked Michael because Michael worked for UPS. She should know.
So it's by size of the pallet and height. So if they pack it correctly, it'll be about because they're not very heavy. So you're looking at about anywhere between 250 to 450 to ship for
No,
shipping.
I can't imagine that to be too much, right? Because if it's too much, those
Not
big
much
stores,
at all.
those big stores who get inventory coming in will have to jack up the price so much to account for the shipping.
Well, no,
It's
they
not.
get it in boxes, like cardboard boxes.
No, they are
Now-
packed in the cardboard boxes.
They're all packed in the cardboard boxes, but they could come in a pallet, bro.
Then
They're
it's-
stacked. They're
it's the
in
same-
cardboard boxes stacked on top of a pallet.
Yes. It's not gonna be not. I don't think it's gonna be even 1,000, bro. I think it's like high 600.
I don't know. I've never shipped like that before.
I don't think it's the way you guys are thinking of. Like, where's Lewis when we need him? Because they ship boxes to him all the time to the shop.
No. We went to the factory. We saw how to pack them up. They packed them up in paper boxes
On a pallet, yes.
and then put on pallet and wrap it up with paper with those clear wrap.
Yep.
And then literally UPS truck drives over and then push them onto them and then go.
Hmm.
And then goes to the shipping dock, goes into a thing, goes out to the over there, gets checked, you name it.
Damn, it's cool. But blue is fucking amazing.
Like it?
Hell no.
Now, those people who's watching wondering what we're talking about. Like literally, this is the first time we do this. Like, so we're finding out as we're doing it. We're finding out how to do this as we go.
I don't think it's gonna be over. I'd be surprised they're over 600.
Freight is always cheaper than like
Yeah.
FedEx or
Oh yeah.
or fucking UPS.
Right, but we also got to consider the time around amount of time it takes too.
I don't get. Nope. Not gonna be over $600.
It
Where
will
are the
be-
cigars? The cigar currently will be in Miami, shipping from Miami to Arizona, Phoenix.
The thing is, are we shipping the whole thing all at once?
It will be cheaper if it's all at once. I guarantee it.
Yep. I think we should do it all at once.
That's why I apologize in advance to Michael because he will have to go 1, 2 by himself.
Part of his job.
And I know if it's on a pallet, some of these truckers, they won't help you get it down. They expect wherever they're delivering to have the equipment to bring it down.
No, they will bring it down. They will. The thing is, like, they will put it where is
But
it?
they'll charge you for it.
No.
Yeah, they
no,
do.
no, no.
That's how they
No,
do
they
it.
have to land it to the ground,
No,
or else it's
they
not
have to
considered
lay it
delivered.
For
They
delivery.
have to land it to the ground, or else it's not delivered.
Or else it's not delivered.
I know, but then they charge you for dropping off.
No. Their job is to drop off where the fuck it is. That's it. And they will just buy.
So anytime we get big shipments, if we don't take it down with our fucking big ass fucking Mitsubishi, whatever, they will charge us an additional fee because they had to drop it off.
But again, that's dropping to a B2B and B2C are two different things. I mean, you can't honestly expect someone in the residential area to have a forklift.
No, their
Well,
job
either
is,
that or Michael just had to keep jumping up and bring it down.
You'll have to unpack that pallet.
Yeah,
On the-
literally have it on pipe and pallet.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what fucking Rye guy. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
have
semi on pallet. They go in the because when I get those like furniture and what big shit deliveries, or even like Home Depot delivery, where they're like it's all fucking materials, they literally use the machine to go get it down and then put it down to me.
They drop it off and right there. They won't move it no more.
Yeah, they
will
put it in the
drop off.
very front of my freaking driveway where I had to unpack and move individually
you have
in
to
because
move
they're
it yourself.
heavy as fuck. But they will do it.
They have to drop it off or it's not delivered.
See, drop service needs to be arranged when placing the shipment order.
Well, how much do they charge? $50?
It can be another $150, $200 for them to be able to drop it off.
Where the fuck is Raul?
Well, I don't know. I don't. You know, okay. If I had to pay $150 extra to prevent somebody breaking their back, I guess. Well, yeah, unload will be cut the tape and then $1 at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have time for that shit. They want to drop it off and go because they're on a time crunch too.
Yeah, then they should fucking help if they're on time crunch because I'm gonna take forever.
Well, we can let us borrow the jack and then he will then just pull it down.
You know what I mean? Like it's either you wait or you're late.
Or both.
No, they will just refuse deliver, return to sender. They could do that too. I don't know. I'm so glad I'm not dealing with that part of the problem.
You're leaving it to Michael.
Well, Michael has received delivery before, I'm pretty sure.
$500 worth.
You know,
Have you? Okay, my question: have you even? I'm not trying to say anything. Did he receive like $100 worth?
when he starts, I'm pretty sure he received a bunch of cigars, but all from different places. So they're not in one single order. I mean,
Right.
for majority of the companies, I don't think they order $100 of anything. Unless you're CI
Right.
or Fox. Right? Think about that. I think that's what it is. I mean, unless you're that, you're not gonna order $100 from one place. That's like, let's say 10, that's 10 SKU, even 10 SKU, you're ordering 10 boxes of each. It's quite a bit. I'm okay with a driver wait and laugh. Refuse delivery is much more worse. Yeah, you can leave it at the curb.
Like they will leave it no matter what. They have to leave it.
No. If they refuse delivery, then they won't leave it. They take it back. You got to arrange another time to deliver.
I'm just saying, you could drop it right here, bro. Right at my foot.
I don't know. I'm not expert in this. Obviously, Michael himself will be an expert at that because he drives those trucks. So he will know. Maybe he does have. He just had to drive one of those trucks back with the thing goes up and pick it up.
Yeah, people have a job, you know what I mean? Like their job is to fucking deliver.
He's got to do everything possible to make the delivery. Yeah, because that's not because he doesn't want to go back. I'm pretty sure the driver does not want to go back. Yes, but you had to be signed first. Okay. Oh, here we go. Do a job.
Oh, nice.
I mean, yeah, you should bury him. Got beat up by a fucking camel with his testicle. I'm just saying.
Well, that really depends whether or not that person still want to have a kid. If he doesn't need a kid, the testicle doesn't matter. He can, he can miss one. It's a one off or two off. The one got bit off or two got bit off.
I'll leave it for now.
Like, what the hell did he do to a camel to make a camel want to bite his testicle off? I want to know.
He want that hump.
He bit the camel's testicles.
He wants a hump. The Humpty Dump.
I think your boyfriend's gay. Because he bit the camel's testicles.
And how do you know that identical twin brother isn't him? And it's actually his brother that's in the coma.
Right.
And if you haven't married him, why does that matter to you? And the most important thing is, why are you even asked that here? To make other people make the decision for you. Is he even good looking?
Probably not.
Well, if it's drop out at the curb, I mean, if you can lift it, nobody, like, other people isn't gonna lift it either.
I don't know if you come up with a forklift for himself, man.
Drive by. I mean, I don't even know how good is this Tarot Destroyer guy. Because, I mean, if she's bad looking, she should take whatever she can take. Testicle or not. Because you don't need that to survive. I can assure you that.
Yeah, you just need a dick. It's kind of weird though.
Yeah. It's kind of weird to even talk about that right now without someone that. Yeah. I mean, that's the weirdest place to find opinion on whether or not you should marry a boyfriend. How she know what the brother ball looks like and if they're good and shit? Sus. Well, obviously, she's probably, in case this one had to be returned, she's getting a second one, as 30-day trial period to see if it's good. She might have to return both. I bought some box fans recently. Box fan has become very, very expensive. Both box fan I bought, when you turn it on, it shakes. So the blades are not balanced. It shakes a little bit. It vibrates. And I was like, dude, I already bought two. What are the chances that both are bad? I went online. Apparently, there's 90% of them, they all shake. So,
Box fan. That was the box.
It's a fan, the shape of a box.
The box.
Oh, why you buy those?
So when I hang out outside, I have a fan.
Okay.
Because, I like a normal people. I like to hang out outside when it's good and sunny while I'm not working like somebody else. I'm pretty sure you do too. When you're not working, I'm pretty sure you're outside in the back of the company smoking.
Oh, well, because I got no... That's different because I'm working, you dick.
But still, you're back. You like to be outside, right? Yes?
No, because I smoke, but I can't smoke inside of... Fuck you.
It's okay. You can smoke inside. Ain't nothing got to take away that smell from all the chemical that's used in the shop.
That's true.
In fact, if you start smoking there, maybe like, oh, some different smell. This is actually quite pleasing. It doesn't smell like nursing home anymore. Plastic wrap is easy to cut through. I have many soft drinks and beer donations. Truck open, driver walk away. Thank you. Really, Val? Really? I bought a can of beer today.
Just one?
I bought one can.
What'd you get?
I got the Sapporo Premier Year of the Snake.
The fuck is that?
It's a Sapporo beer made in Canada.
And
How
fucking
weird
you.
is that? Japanese beer made in Canada or Vietnam.
We do it better, man.
But Vietnam still have tariffs. My favorite fan is the bedside fan that attached to the end of the bed under the blanket. You mean one of those tube thing that cools down your bed because you sleep hot? Those are dangerous.
It's got a weighted blanket.
No, you get a weighted blanket, you're sleeping there, you're nice, right? And no, because the air constantly gets flow through, that pushes the air out the way. But if somebody decides to have a fart, that thing just
It's
brings
in
it to
there.
your face.
Oh yeah.
And it's noisy though. That thing's noisy.
Does this sound like a fan, bro? What the fuck? Yeah, box fan is way more noisier.
No, box fan is less noise. When you have a smaller diameter fan feeding through a tube, you're gonna hear more noise. Okay, which one is more louder, your turbo or your radiator fan?
My radiator.
Radiator fan.
Radiator.
In your car, radiator fan, you can hear that when you're driving?
Fuck yeah.
Well,
I could hear my whole fucking thing
If
go.
it's-
What are you talking about? Yes.
if you're just sitting still, the fan is louder.
Radiator fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
What kind of car are you driving that you can hear radiator fan over your engine?
In Texas, it gets fucking hot, man. You can hear that.
Okay,
fan.
first of all, you say turbo, not engine. first of all.
Right. I can hear turbo every time you light off.
You can't.
Thank
can
you.
hear
The
your
turbo is
fucking-
louder because it's going in the smaller diameter.
Bro, the turbo is not loud. What the fuck is wrong with you? First of all, I don't hear my turbo.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
okay, okay. All right. Eric, how does Evo A sound like?
That's all exhaust.
No, how does it sound like?
Sound like it's about to turn off.
Well, it depends. It depends if you modify it or not.
No,
if you
how
don't
does it
modify
sound like?
sound like shit.
How does the Evo A sound like? Go ahead. 0 to 60 and let go.
You can hear the fan more.
No,
trust me.
0 to 60 and let go.
What the fuck does that even mean?
How does a Evo A
You
sound
don't hear
like?
your
0 to
turbo
60
all
and
the
let go.
time.
Huh?
You don't hear your turbo all the time.
No, 0 to 60 and let go.
So you tell them the fan goes 0 to 60 and stop. Like, come on.
No, when you 0 to 60 and let go, all the noise that you're making, which one is your radiator fan?
I'm saying turbo nowadays, you can't even fucking hear it.
Especially on a Beamer.
I
Or
can hear
Merc-
mine. I can hear mine. I don't hear my
You hear
radiator
the
fan.
fucking exhaust.
I don't hear my radiator fan.
Bro, I hear my radiator fan.
Yep, mine too. I got an Infinity.
How does the radiator fan sound like?
It's just a fan like
It's just a
blowing.
fan blowing.
No, that's your AC fan.
Bro, okay.
If you
fan.
can't hear your turbo, you don't have a turbo.
That's me.
I have turbo, I don't hear it. Unlike you. Do you even have a turbo? Not you, fucking Tony.
When you're cold, right? You just go, right? To your hand? Yes?
Sure.
Right? Which one's louder, whistling or this?
Whistle.
Why?
The tone.
Smaller diameter through friction.
The tone.
Yeah,
You just
and
higher
the tone
tone.
came from a diameter and vibration of the sound.
Why you go buy it and tell me, Tony?
Or turbo? I have 2 turbo on my car. I can hear it.
I'm fucking talking about turbo.
I have 2 box fans upstairs. Plus, I have a Dyson. I know which one's louder.
You like that?
No, that's blowout valves. Look up the turbo that goes on an 18-wheeler. Oh, you definitely hear that.
Oh, you-
I'm not talking fucking V12.
It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about engine. I'm talking about the turbo,
I'm
man.
talking about fucking fan. Fan versus fan. Your box fan be louder.
No, box fan's not louder.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure my Dyson's louder. Way louder.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Anyway, why are we talking about OnlyFans?
No, we're talking about only about fans. You know, actually, this cigar actually tastes pretty good today. Sweet. Cigar's actually pretty good today.
It's an Opus. Of course it's good.
All right, now it just tastes kind of shitty now. Oh, you know, I don't know why. There is a Reddit post talking about me only like Davidoff and everything else I smoke I don't like.
Really? A Reddit post about you?
No, like the Reddit post mentioned me and says Soy Sauce Assassin only likes Davidoff and everything else he does not like. That is absolutely not true. I
That's
think
funny.
I have more negative review on a Davidoff cigar than any other cigar I reviewed
That's
on a
funny.
specific brand.
Yeah.
That is just not true.
I don't know. They're not lying.
Well, I mean, they're
That's
not lying. I have, like, out of all the brands, if you combine all the brands, I have more negative review on a Davidoff than any other brand.
But you're the Davidoff whore. That's why.
Yeah, but you can't say I only like Davidoff if I have more negative review on a Davidoff.
You only like Davidoff. Shut up.
That is not fair.
It is.
How is that fair? That's like people say that you only like opus, and he's like, there's a lot of opus I don't like.
And they're not wrong.
You're an ass.
Tell me they're
that's
wrong.
not true. That is not true. Like I
if they-
specifically told you, Val, do not smoke the Churchill.
I'm just saying, if they say that about me, would you disagree?
Before I would not disagree. Now I would. Because he did smoke quite fruit. Like in fact, we all trashed on that society. We all did together.
Okay.
That means that they're like, even though you like a brand, you don't necessarily like all their cigars.
I love all that cigars, man.
I don't like a lot of Davidoff cigar. I just tend to like the brand. I smoke a lot of their brand. That's because one or two cigar I smoke all the time. I don't think that post is fair. Hey, just to be fair, your name wasn't even mentioned. So in that post,
Let's go. It's okay. I'm still more famous.
like I read that. I was like, that's just not it. So I went on create an account and I posted that's not true.
I'm about to make a Reddit, and I'm about to go post it. Like, yep, that is so true.
No, it's just not true. I mean, that's a very wrong. That's a defamation, man. That's defamation
Defamation to what?
to my character.
When it's true?
Your
It's
character.
not true. You say that I only like Davidoff and nothing else. Everything else says is bad. That's not true.
Is
Pretty much.
Tony offended?
Right?
No. What is my number one cigar last year?
Well, first of all,
What is my number one cigar last year?
First of all,
Fucking
What is my
haircut.
number one cigar last year?
it's 2025. You
It
respond for
was-
your own feeling.
It was not good.
What is my number one cigar of last year? Is
It
it a
was not-
Davidoff?
It was not good.
Tell the truth, this list sucks.
I smoked it. It was not
Did
good.
you watch his list?
Fuck no. I don't watch nobody's list.
You should watch his list.
I don't watch your list. I don't watch anybody's videos anymore.
It's not defamation. It's opinion. No, it's defamation. It's defaming my character.
I mean, you ain't famous to defame, bro.
No. It's defamation, defaming my character if Eric said it.
What?
Why if only Eric said
Because Eric's my partner.
it?
All right, where's the Reddit post?
That's conflict of interest. I am definitely in charge of my own feeling and must take charge and tell you that is not true. Man, I can't believe I was actually just like, looking for, because this YouTube channel got stolen. Every single video has been copied to another channel. So I was searching for that, and I found that Reddit post. So out of our video live and all that stuff is being copied to a Russian YouTube, which I don't understand why. Like nobody understands us. I don't know why you copied this over. Who's watching?
You
Like
think
if
that
I can't get more views here, you think you gotta get views there?
Bro.
You keep forgetting. English is the number one spoken language.
No. What I'm saying, if I can't get those views here, you think you repost it, you gotta get view?
You'll be famous in Russia.
Well, because they have a different algorithm because YouTube suppresses us. Yes.
Again, if nobody give a shit about Tony here, you think people is gonna give a shit about Tony in Russia?
Hey. There are many times when people are not famous in America, but they go to Japan and they're famous in Japan.
Yeah. Just for being white.
There are many times where singers are not famous here, but they say, "Hey, I'm big in Japan."
No.
Mm.
No. You look at the population here and the population in Japan. Being popular in Japan means 10 people liked you. Right? Being popular in America means 1 million people had to like you. There's a difference in the ratio here.
All right. Which one was it?
Right? If you go to
Doc-
Japan, Eric have a giant dick.
Yeah.
If you come to America, Eric is non-existent.
I
Just
should move
say.
to- I should move to Japan.
Florida, Filipinas, bruh. No
Is
comment.
that really Filipino though? Is that really
Mm.
Filipino?
No comment.
No, but the question is that really Filipino?
It is. Filipinos have tobacco that they grow, yes.
Right, but is that really Filipino?
It's a Filipino tobacco, yes.
They
The
call it
entire
Sumatra.
thing?
They call it Sumatra.
I don't know. But it's, I mean, they have different tobaccos that they grow in Philippines.
But if it's called Sumatra, it's Indonesian.
And it's not very good, in my opinion. But if you like it, to each his own.
Well, David Hasselhoff is German.
Never smoked a Filipino before.
You're not missing out.
If you smoke that, it just tastes like a maid. No, I'm just kidding.
It tastes like a floral grassiness, and that's about it.
Yeah, and that's if it's aged around 7 years on a Sumatra, you're probably tasting nothing. That's probably why it's good.
If it's aged, it's probably better. Yeah, I'll give
It'll
you
be
that.
lighter. It'll be lighter, and you're not smoking. If it's floral, it's not gonna be very floral. And if it's Sumatra, it's supposed to be a little bit nutty. So,
Hmm.
and if it's Sumatra, it's not Filipino. It's Indonesian.
Right. What I've noticed is that tobaccos from Philippines, China, it's more floral.
It's more floral.
Like a sweetie floralness. Sweet and floral.
No, well, China I can understand because Chinese people are very used to cigarettes, and because we're used to that, they tend to blend more floral because cigarette is more floral.
The Punch Classico, that's more of a fuller body cigar.
What are you talking about?
The Punch Classico. It's very
If you compare that shit, it remind you of Punch Classical.
yeah,
That's a shit cigar.
it's
Straight up.
It's more fuller body earthiness. That's what
It's-
the
it's
Punch
trash.
Classico is.
That cigar is so.
I'm just talking about the cigar, not how it tastes, folks.
We talk about taste and the cigar. So the cigar is the taste. What is the cigar?
You said it tastes like shit. I didn't say that.
You don't think the Punch Classical tastes like shit?
No,
I like
whenever
the-
somebody's okay, whenever we
Huh?
talk about things taste like shit, I want to ask each other. You know, Eric, when's the last time you eat shit?
I don't.
So how do you know it tastes like shit?
It's an expression.
Okay, because like when somebody say it tastes like shit, it's like when is the last time you ate shit?
I don't know. I take shit every time I shit. So
You taste shit every time you shit.
yeah, when it drop a woof, the woof.
What? You open your mouth and wait?
No, but I'm just saying that you do smell it.
Smell is different than taste.
You can't taste. You don't smell.
True. Actually, no. If you actually ate it, you'll taste some. So yeah, I know his expression, but like, who actually tastes shit to say that tastes like shit?
It's just an expression that words say, meaning it's nasty. It's not good.
How do you know it's not good?
Does he compare it to a punch classical?
No. How do you know shit is not good?
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Have
Tony.
you ever had that lemur coffee?
I guess Tony did.
I have.
Oh, that's how he
Yes.
fucking know tastes like shit.
Yeah, he has.
Actually, no. The most recent one I got was actually bird shit.
Bird shit coffee? What?
Yeah, because bird shit is again purely vegetation.
That's gross, dude.
They wash it.
Yeah, they wash it, but it still came out of a fucking bird's ass.
How do you know the coffee that you drink did not come from anybody's ass?
Because there's a coffee plant.
Yeah, and you don't think that something ate it and poop it out too over there?
And then they collect it? No.
No, they do. If you see how the coffee is washed, anything can be in there. In fact, the water can have shit in it.
But it coffee beans are grown and then
It's picked and it's put outside.
you got a point. All right.
They put outside, but nothing shit out.
Whatever.
Like nothing.
No. It's literally on the flat ground outside. After it's washed. After.
I'm just saying, nothing shitted out.
Nothing shitted out, but it got shitted on.
Yeah, they got shit on. But they clean it.
No. It was washed first before drying.
Well, I'm sure they have a different drying process.
All right. There's few ways, all right? There is sun dry, which is not washed at all. There's washed. And there's honey cured. All right. So sun dry literally just means we picked it, we left it outside to dry. Wash means we picked it, we put it in the flowing water and goes in the basket, we left it to dry.
And you leave the stranger tentacle alone, man. I like random blowjobs.
Oh, what the fuck? How the fuck is that even?
And they consider that clean because afterward they put it in the roaster and it's really hot, so whatever that's in there got cooked off.
Yeah, it got cooked off.
So if that got cooked off, it doesn't matter what ate it and shit it out.
How the fuck
Whatever make you feel better.
how did
Tony.
we fucking come on this goddamn fucking conversation?
Like I say, whatever makes Tony feel better.
Oh, somebody talking about shit. That's what it was.
Yeah, because he said tastes like shit. I was like, when did you eat shit? People will be hesitate to eat and drink certain things, but won't hesitate to put stranger genital in their mouth.
That's true. I eat a bitch out.
I think we all have.
And then that's when Eric tastes shit.
No comment.
I don't have that kind of fetish.
Okay, but I'm
No
saying there's a lot of things contaminated that we eat. Right? Canned food can have
like that fucking
less than
red
5%
dye.
of any animal parts.
That red dye shit they put. It's a
It's
fucking bug.
bugs. It's just bugs.
Bug. Yeah.
And it's actually not just bug, it's a parasite bug.
Yeah.
Stop using it.
It's either that or we gotta eat carrot. Other country use carrot.
For coloring?
Yeah. For red.
Yeah, they use fruit now.
Red coloring, there's only so many things that has red coloring.
Yeah, they use a lot of gag fruit to do it.
So
What the fuck is that?
You don't know what gag fruit is?
No. That's something you put in your fucking mouth and keep you from gagging.
No, it's a
Oh,
fruit,
you're
but it's like
sucking
really
dick.
red. It's like an orange fruit, but it's like red inside. Gag fruit.
I mean, why don't they use like dragon fruit? That thing is red as fuck.
What the fuck is that shit? Gag. I think it's a gag.
That's what it's called. See?
It's your accent that threw me off. They said gag.
Leave my fucking Asian accent alone.
I'm surprised that Eric even have an accent.
I know he's been here so fucking long.
But that's the thing, right? Either you keep the accent and still be able to speak your home language, or you lose the accent and not be able to speak your language anymore.
I mean, I can speak the language. I can turn my accent on and off.
Well, that's kind of different because it's a Latin-based language. Does that make sense? It's Germanic, Latin-based
wrong with-
language.
What's wrong with my accent? It's not like Tony though.
Dude, I speak so many Asian language. Don't fucking, blame me for my accents, okay? I had to keep those accents so I can sound like a local. I gotta go to Chinese restaurant. Can I get some fried rice, please?
So they understand you?
I
These
can't do.
count-
I can't. You see how like Tony just did that? I can't do that accent. I don't know how to do
Because you're not fucking Chinese.
that. It's a fucking Asian thing. Where are you?
No, it's different, like different dialects.
No. He's talking about the English thing.
No, I'm talking about the
But that
the Asian-
accent wasn't an accent. It's actually removing syllables from your word. That will automatically
Yeah,
sound like that.
I can't do that.
Don't take all the R's out, take all the TH out, take all the syllables out, and then you sound like Asian.
That's not gonna. I don't know how to do that. I
You
can't
know?
do
Broccoli, become broccoli.
that. What the fuck?
Broly.
Chicken broccoli.
Yeah, I can't.
Go to Chinese restaurant. Can I get a chicken broccoli? No broccoli. No chicken too. You just remove syllables.
Yep, I ain't doing that. Can't do it. Don't know how to do it. Will not do it.
All the C
Right.
and
I
S.
can't. I did before. I can't do it.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You just refuse to do it. I'm pretty sure you can. You gotta remove all the syllables. Take all the syllable out of your English.
The thing is, like, the fact that it. You know why I don't want to do it, or I can't do it. Tell the truth. Because I don't want to sound retarded.
Yeah. The step 2, you gotta get back to step 2. Step 1 is easy. Take the syllables out. Step 2, you gotta put your dignity and put it on the ground. And
Yeah,
step up.
exactly. That's the hard part. That's the hard part to do.
Right? You gotta put your dignity on the ground, and then you gotta think South Park.
Fuck.
You gotta think South Park.
What the hell South Park got to do with anything?
Because you gotta practice like the guy shitty walk and shitty sushi. I've been having issue with my final third of my cigar when I use punch card. When the final third is very strong and unpleasant on my palate. I'm not taking a big draw either. Try straight V. No, it's not gonna change anything. The cut is a preference.
Yeah, the cut is not doing anything.
Yeah, your cigar is your cigar. The cut is a preference.
I think
So
punch
you-
will
okay,
give you
here we
more
go.
sun.
When you do a punch, it's the same thing as if you cut it straight down. You're just removing the cap.
Well, it depends on small. It's punches.
It doesn't matter. You're still smoking the cigar.
No,
It's
Like
when you're
I-
taking a puff,
can
you're still taking the same amount of puff.
the
You're
thing is,
still
like
taking the same amount of puff.
I can see what he's saying though. It's not stronger. It's like a lot of build up.
No, he's
Because with
stronger.
the punch, it's a lot more build up than the straight cut that have less.
It's if you're using the right size punch cut, which is closest to the cap size,
Yeah, I don't think
it's
people
no
do.
different than a straight cut. And here's the thing, right? People think that V cut is actually smaller in diameter. It's not. It's not.
It's bigger.
When you cut a V cut like this, you fin it out, it's still a circle. It's the same. You're still getting the same amount of diameter just folded in like this.
I'm just saying, the punch cut, there's a lot of build up at the end. That's it.
No, okay, the tar is different though. The tar depends on how you smoke. If you smoke wet, you gotta get more tar, yes. Don't chew your cigar. Do you chew your cigars?
I do.
If you chew, you gotta get tar. If you smoke it really wet, like spit on it, it's gotta get tar. I like get rid of unpleasant mess.
I think it's a tar. And plus, okay. Is this Mike? Is it Mike?
Mhm.
Usually, final third is always unpleasant.
And I think you smoked the final third too close to the nub.
Yeah, if you nubbing it, like this is how far I go.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Or at least about 2 fingers.
You know, like
So measure,
we don't.
look at his. Put 2 fingers on it.
Yeah. So basically,
Roughly 2 fingers. Roughly
Yeah.
2 fingers, you should end it. If you
Just don't-
continue, not only it's gonna burn really hot, and which generates even more sud, and you know,
Yeah, it
hard.
gets mushy. The color, the flavor get washed out. It just get nasty. At that point, you don't. It doesn't matter wherever you smoke, man.
yeah. I think what you got is you smoke too close to the knob, where everything is going closer, and you're burning that. And you should definitely not drink juice or milk because those things don't pair well with cigars.
It's not. It's cigar is not. If you smoke blunts, you roach the shit out of it. But it's not a blunt. It's not a cigarette. It's literally a cigar. So you don't. I see people nub the crap out of it, but usually it's not good.
Infused is gonna get even more tart
Because
because
all the sugar buildup at the end.
yeah, you get all those all the infusion burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you smoke too. What you shouldn't drink milk. Okay.
But let him drink what you want.
No, because milk make everything stays in your mouth a little bit longer.
No,
Okay.
it's actually very. Yeah, it's not.
When
Milk,
you drink
nah.
milk, it makes everything stay in your mouth longer. So
Yeah,
the
but-
smoke, it's gotta mix with that milk creaminess, and it's gotta give you a longer finish, which means the tart taste is gotta sit there longer. And another reason that you might get tar is you take too long to smoke. If you smoke very, very slowly, yeah, you gotta get more of those.
Don't smoke on a infused cigar. Fuck that shit.
No, just that. Yeah, take the milk away. The juice is fine. Soda
Juice is not fine.
This is
fine.
acidic.
Yeah, it actually makes your saliva go more into the freaking thing.
Yeah, it's fine. But milk though, milk is a whole nother. I mean, damn, who enjoyed milk like that? Holy shit!
But it's not because it's not because of punch cut. I mean, like all those people who smoke without a cutter, they just rip the top off. They never had that issue.
It just tells you the final third cigar is pretty much 99% trash.
Final third, I will say, only lasts you about 10-15 minutes, if anything.
Yeah, it's not like people. Some people think the final third is all the way down. No.
Because you think about this, right? You're smoking the whole time, right? Your final third is your filter. It literally filtered all the smoke in there. So if you try to burn the final third, it's just got to be all bad stuff. Think about that. All the smoke has to go through, travel the end, and then go and finally reach his mouth. It already went through all this to receive all the dirty stuff, all the tar, all the things that got filtered. First third gets the least amount. Second third gets some, but not as much as third. Last third gets everything. So don't smoke your last third too long. You won't have that problem.
Down to the nub, baby. Every time.
You know, people smoke to the nub is because the cigar is so good they don't want to give it up. But let's be honest here, right? Let's be honest here. Is that there's no cigars that good. Where you have to spare that last 20 minutes or so or less that you cannot go light up another one.
True.
Right? If your cigar is that good.
I smoke it down to the nub because I'm not a quitter. You smoke it till you're done.
No. This is where I'm gonna use the Eric's famous word. Eric's famous word is, "Don't be a brokey."
Don't get what?
Last third is what I think majority of the time will ruin your impression of a cigar.
It can, I guess.
It will.
No, because last third usually either dies out in flavor or just start tasting nasty,
Or it just stops burning.
right? Last third is usually where the flavor dies. I think. Because last third is gonna burn hard too. No matter what you do, because the distance travel is less, you're gonna get it burned hot. And you gotta taste that char and and it travel through less tobacco, so it's carrying less flavor. That's where the flavor dies. Think about like a human life, right? When you're young, just first third, when you're young, you're active, you're whatever, but you don't know what the hell is going on. And then in the middle, second, third is your prime. You're doing well. Everything's good. Second, third usually is the best, right? And then you reach your late 90s on your last third. That's your late 90s. Nothing's going on. It's where the flavor go die. That's the life of a cigar. So enjoy the prime and leave the old man alone. Put him down. Let him be nicely rested in your ashtray. Now is the time where the cigar should think about its whole life in the ashtray. In the ashtray.
No, it's like if you smoke it down and it sees the light coming closer and closer.
Yeah, it's the end of that tunnel. It's the end of that tunnel. That cigar is ready for Jesus. Put it down. The cigar band reminds you. You take off the band, there's nothing left.
Oh, that's why I keep pushing it up.
You can't do that with all the cigars, though. You cannot do that to all the cigars. True cigar has a life expectancy.
Oh, this one's so much better than blue.
Dude, Martin changed cigar, man.
I got a shark waiting for me.
He's fucking broke.
I am broke, so I come and smoke his cigars.
You ever get so disappointed in a cigar? Not only that you put it out, you either snap and crushed it. Is if it's hot, trash, I feel disrespected and stomp on it. All right, I wouldn't stomp on a cigar. But I have cut open a cigar before. I have ripped the cigar in half before, like sideways, just to see inside, because the cigar was not smokable. Like it was plug or whatever. I open it up. But if it's a cigar that doesn't taste good, I put it down. I just light up another cigar. I ain't got time for it.
You got time for that?
I ain't got time for it.
All right, come on, here we go.
On my last third, I'm looking for a pretty 1/3 to thirds. I don't get that. I'm looking for a pretty 1/3 to thirds. Val, I don't think I understand that. Not for you, but on my last third, I'm looking for a pretty 1/3 to third.
Not great.
Don't have to buy again.
No, not great.
I'm gonna go buy again.
What is it? What cigar is it?
La Gloria Cubana.
It's one of the new La Gloria.
What's the band?
He wants a good first and second third. Yeah, we all expect a good first and second third, but if my first third was
I
oh
can't read.
okay,
It's Los Gloriosos.
if my first third was extremely bad, I could give it up. And it really depends what I'm doing. Like if I'm on my own, sitting over here reviewing and stuff like that, I will smoke through. But if I'm at an event, hanging out with friends and stuff like that, 1/3 can ruin that cigar for me, and I'll put it down. Because I'm spending this time, and this time is important to me. I don't want to deal with a bad cigar.
Yeah, you've done that before.
See, this is where me and Tony is different. I smoke through all my cigars.
Bad or good?
Yep.
That is not true. I got video to prove it.
Okay, there's been maybe 1 or 2 cigars I put down that I could not smoke. You remember that bamboo cigar, whatever the fuck it was?
Bamboo.
Panda bamboo or some shit like that?
Why panda?
Because it was a fucking panda bamboo cigar.
What the fuck is a panda bamboo?
Why panda? Probably why panda.
That's the white panda.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
That was not good at all. I put that shit down.
No, I wouldn't rip the like, and it's not worth the cleanup. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth the cleanup. If the cigar is bad, put it down. It's not worth the cleanup. Why will you make it more trouble for yourself? But when it comes to Eric, I have seen him smoke it, didn't like it, put it down right away, light up another cigar. I've seen him snap one. I've seen him throw across the room.
Ah, much better than that last cigar.
So when he say he doesn't quit, that's lie. I got video to prove it.
I'm for the people.
Okay? I've seen him, okay? Literally the first Yeah, I wouldn't want to shred it and throw and it's not gonna decompose anytime soon. It's just gonna stay there for a long, long time.
I've had a bad vinegar too.
Vinegar's not great.
He was sponsored by Vinegar one time or another.
One time.
It's easy to tell if the final third is getting tarry or retaining the flavor. Sometimes it does, but it's rare. It's really, really hard. Okay, because we made the ITS cigar, I can tell you it's really, really hard. Really, 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 really hard to have a cigar that's consistently throughout the last third. Hard. Super hard. Super hard.
Yeah, because it gets soft.
All right, it's so hard to make sure that your blend can miss 1 or 2 leaf and still have consistent flavor. When I say miss 1 or 2 leaf, I'm not kidding about that. All right, here's the thing, right? You guys know how the cigar is made, right? They put stacks on their hand, rip it, put it together again, and then put it in the machine, like the binder, right? But you gotta know, when it comes to tobacco, when they hold it like this, the top leaf is smaller and the bottom leaf is smaller. Okay? So the top of the leaf is sharp. It's like that, right? And the bottom leaf is like that too. However, when you ripped it, you combine them.
Which is good.
The bottom leaf is balanced out by the middle part of the leaf. So the first third and second third is gonna have the most leaf. The end don't have that many leaves.
It's like really sweet.
All right. The end where the hands are holding don't have that much leaves.
Limp,
Did-
yeah.
A tobacco leaf, right? Like that. Top is smaller and the bottom is smaller. You rip this apart, put the top up, because the top combined with the middle is actually okay. The bottom combined with the middle, so the first third will have enough tobacco flavor. Middle have more than tobacco than anywhere else. Middle.
Look at it. All right.
Always.
The top part has the least amount. The top part has the least amount of tobacco. And because of that, you are not gonna get very consistent last third.
I have leave my Oscar. Should I pull the trigger? Throw that cart away.
No.
I keep seeing this plastic cap on Amazon that does the cap on the cigar. That goes on the cap of the cigar, making it look swisher sweet. You mean the filter?
Amazon.
Yeah, it's like Fuck, do I have it?
On like the Amazon basin?
No. He's talking about things that you can buy and you put your cigar over it.
Somebody compliment your cigar, man.
I mean, is it like a condom for your cigar or what?
Yeah, it's like a cap. Think about it as like a pipe, straight pipe.
Like the women who used to put the fucking cigarette on the long thing.
Yeah, like that. But it'll fit a cigar in there. That thing sucked. Okay, I buy one just to try how it is. It sucks. It sucks. Don't get that.
Why you buy some weird ass shit?
Because I buy weird ass shit.
To talk shit about it.
It's like I don't need to buy to talk shit about it.
Tony
No.
does. Tony does.
Yeah, unless I tried it, I don't get to talk shit about it, right? Gotta try it so I can argue. Because you never know. Once if I buy it and that thing's amazing, or who knows?
Like the Gurkha that tastes like shit. I didn't like it.
I liked it. It's obviously geared towards Asian market, right? So Asians like it.
You liked it? I didn't like that shit.
It landed number what?
2,
7?
3.
7?
No, it dropped down a lot.
Well, it's still in your top 25, so it's pretty good.
No, top. I don't make a top 25.
Top 20. It's in top 20.
No, I don't
Top
make
10.
What? Yes.
It's still a shit cigar.
No, that thing does not work well, and it doesn't seal that well. Because if you push it in more, it's gonna crack your cigar.
Yeah.
It doesn't seal that well because your cigar. Keep in mind, your cigar is not a complete circle. It's not an absolute circle.
I do what I want, bitch.
Your cigar, even though it's round, is not an absolute circle. So when you try to plug into an absolute circle, it's not gonna work well and it doesn't seal well. And because it doesn't seal well, it smells like shit.
Here we go on the shit again.
No. It smokes like shit and it tastes like shit. And I've seen a steam coming out of shit, so I know.
I saw mine.
But it doesn't work well. In concept, okay, your mouth is not on there. In reality, is that it doesn't fit well, it doesn't draw well, and it's just overall not well.
Spicy.
You can't fit a box press in there. You had to. When you buy that, it'll tell you what size it fits. Like Toro only fits Toro, Robusto only fits Robusto. And not to mention, Robusto has like 5 different sizes.
Yeah.
And Toro's got like what, 4, 5 different sizes too?
Different gauge is what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
So it's not gonna fit well and it's not gonna smoke well. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right? God give you this really amazing thing called the lip, and it will fit in any shape and it will stay that shape.
Just cut it and smoke it.
And that thing really isn't a filter. That thing is literally just a tube.
And don't buy the fucking poker either. That's stupid as fuck.
What is that?
Tobacco. Soot. See that? That was on my lips.
All right.
Swipe it. What the fuck?
If you got a perfect draw tool, it does not work 99% of the time. It destroys your cigar maybe 70% of the time. And you'll make your cigar full of those little bits right after you've done it 100% of the time. So unless you got a cigar that's that good, you absolutely have to smoke that cigar. Like, I will smoke this tobacco no matter what.
Maybe it's like a Cuban or their first Cuban
Cubans
Yeah,
all gotta be tight. There's no
Dude.
way.
plug.
There's no way. Cuban all gotta be tight. You want to lose Cuban? Put it in the steamer. Cuban all gotta be tight. I got a Cuban so tight I can beat Eric with it.
Do it.
He's not wrong.
So in another one, 99 or more of the accessory are gimmick. When you count, okay, when you're smoking a cigar,
Mhm.
the only considerable accessory that you should get: cutter, lighter, ashtray.
Multiple different cutters.
No,
Just cut it.
you can have variation of it.
Multiple
You can have variation of it, but that should be the only thing that's considered as cigar accessory is lighter, cutter, ashtray.
You really need nothing else.
Right. Because missing any of those three will diminish your enjoyment of your cigar. Guaranteed.
I've smoked without an ashtray.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that will diminishing your
Look at
enjoyment of the cigar.
if I'm outside.
Right. It will diminishing your enjoyment of cigar.
No.
Not really.
No.
How do you lend it? How you just gotta hold it the whole time?
What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
I hold it all the time. You remember when I used to smoke cigars outside and I stand up? I never had an ashtray.
You don't ever put on the edge of the table.
No.
If I don't have an ashtray, I don't.
Where did you dust the ash?
On the floor?
I'll flick it away.
At your own home?
Yeah.
Do you ever have to clean it up?
No. The rain washes it away.
Yep. If I'm outside, I give it 2
It's
bucks.
good for the plants.
But you don't think that having a ashtray in front of you was easier?
No.
It can be.
Yeah, it can be. So it diminishing your enjoyment of the cigar.
It's not diminishing anything, bro.
It ain't diminish for me.
Nah.
Doesn't diminish it. Just ash it outside, you'll be fine.
No. You need an ashtray, so it's easier to clean up.
Clean what up? The ash? When you
Okay,
ash
so
it?
what do you do with the cigar in the end? What do you do with the cigar?
I flick it.
All right. So excluding that, if you're a litterer,
Outside, bro.
Right.
It's leaves. They will
it's
eventually.
burnt leaf.
I don't give a
You-
shit. Just
When I was out,
Alright.
okay, when I was
With the
outside,
exception if you rent your apartment and
Yeah,
then
I
you have a
was- I
backyard.
was renting my apartment. I had a backyard,
do it. If I have a backyard, my own backyard, I still probably do the same shit.
and I would flick it into the neighbors.
Okay, with the
No,
exception
yeah.
if you had a backyard. If you live in an apartment with no backyard, then yeah, it will diminishing.
I had
It
a
will
town,
be a diminishing result.
I had
how
a
about that?
townhome. So yeah, I had a little 10x10 backyard.
Leave the Zeno when you don't care. Zeno is not a premium cigar.
No, it's not.
Zeno is not a premium cigar. Zeno just sound premium, but Zeno is like a regular cigar. So if you want to try something different, you think like, oh, I want to have some excitement tonight, then try
great.
the Esteli.
A Grey Cliff. I said
Alright.
that because
Do
I want
the
to
do the Esteli if you want something relatively good. All right. Beat nails with a Cuban cigar for science.
wait, what?
I'm nails.
Yeah.
Beat nails. Your
No,
nails.
because Eric know how hard that cigar is. Eric, that hard cigar is hard, right?
So hard that I just gave it away because I want to smoke.
That thing's hard. Does campfire ring count as an ashtray? Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a location to carry ash.
It's a location.
What?
An ashtray is basically a location that will carry ash. So in the end, if you put in a fire ring, in the end, that's a pile of ash.
Tell the truth, anything could be an ashtray, a can, a cup.
Yeah,
or
you can use a cup or you can use whatever, but it
Bro.
makes things easier.
When I was camping, you have your fire pit. You just flick the ash into the fire pit.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. A fire pit. That's
don't know.
it.
Click on the
That's your
side.
ashtray. That's your
Already bu-
ashtray.
Throw it in there.
I don't want to get burned.
You don't get burned. You just
No,
flick
you
it
just
in
toss it in there. Just in there. And you actually smell quite nice. So I would say you just need cutter, which makes cutting your cigar a lot easier. And you need a lighter, because I'm pretty sure without something to light a fire, you'll have a little bit
Use
of
the power of the sun.
Yeah, I will do that for science. I would love to see it. How long will that take?
Let's try it with a magnifying glass.
Eric, do it on a Tuesday.
Is this sunny this Tuesday?
No,
You
it's
guys
gonna
have the sun?
be fucking raining.
Yeah, never mind. We got
100%
we got
rain.
100% rain. Not gonna happen.
You got plenty of Tuesdays.
I would do it in Arizona.
Yeah, let's do it in Arizona.
I bet you I like mine before yours.
Just borrow Martine's glasses and just start focusing on it.
Yeah, that'll probably work.
Take it from me. Anywhere is your ashtray. No. I don't litter.
You with the littering? Shut up!
And is that not true? I don't litter. It's not true.
Don't fucking know. I
don't-
throw my shit everywhere. I throw my cigarette butts everywhere. I do everything.
You never see me throw a cigarette anywhere.
I don't think you have. No, you're right.
I don't litter.
You mentioned this many years ago.
Yeah, I don't litter. I will go find a place where I can put the ashtray in, or with the cigarette butts or cigar butts. I will hold it until I find it.
Nope, I would toss it. You see me. You see me.
Yeah, you guys see me too. I will go find a place where I can put it. I don't litter.
I do it in front of my fucking house. I just flick it out there.
No, I get really pissed off when I walk by, like in like an Asian restaurant, whatever, and there's a pile of like a cigarette butt on the floor. I get pissed off.
I've seen that.
I give zero fuck about it.
I get pissed off because the old lady had to pick it up.
That don't bother me at all.
Someone had to pick that up.
Yeah, there's somebody that have a job.
The wind.
But it takes me a few seconds to put it in the right place.
I can save my few seconds.
Well, a few seconds for you has a totally different meaning. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
Exactly.
wow. We went there.
Few seconds ain't gonna do it for me, but few seconds will do a lot for you. I've seen a guy host a cigar website talk about purging the cigar. Flame comes out of nowhere, up my cigar and melting my face up. No. You can purge your cigar, but you purge after the fire goes off. But here's the thing, okay? Purging your cigar is absolutely not necessary.
All right, there's Martin. Ready to purge?
Well,
Purge
no,
your
because
cigar is absolutely
Yeah, you
not
gotta
necessary.
I have ash. I don't want to do it yet.
Yeah, let me show you how to purge.
Turn so they can see the flame.
Yeah, purge.
Have a flame coming out.
Yeah, it's not gonna burn your face. It's not.
It's not going to purge your face.
You
It's
don't
going-
purge it this way. You purge it that way. You don't purge it
Yeah.
this way.
You're blowing out as you are lighting the cigar, and it burns the ammonia out of the cigar.
It's absolutely not necessary. Because here's the thing, right? That negative taste on your cigar lasts you about 2 puffs.
Yep.
You can also do it without.
You could do it without too. Yeah.
You can do it. You don't need it. That
do
puff,
it. It's a
2
must.
puff, that 2 puff goes away in seconds. And really, when you purging it, you're wasting that 2 puff that you could have puffed on.
True.
True, but it's not gonna really do anything. So,
It burns for no reason.
yeah, but it's not gonna. You'll be
You're
fine.
burning for flavor.
You're not burning for flavor. You're blowing out the flavor.
It's fine. Just do it.
You're worrying about burning your cigar while you're burning your cigar.
I haven't purged my cigars in I don't know how long. Who came up with that freaking definition of purging the cigar like that?
No, okay.
That was popular back in like
Yeah, like in the beginning.
2020.
Like no, earlier than that.
Earlier
No.
than that?
Okay, purging your cigar
Purging-
came from this. Okay, came from someone trying to light their cigar without puffing on it.
I'm just saying, like it was very popular. Like what?
Right, because that came from like if you light your cigar with a Zippo or with a match, and you didn't puff on it, the first puff tastes nasty. Yes, but we
Oh.
use butane. There's no taste.
Tim does that.
He
Every
teach you.
time.
No, he teach you about that, but he never told you why they started.
No, but he does that every single time.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Like I went to find out why, and then the reason is because people back in the day does use Zippo and does use match that actually tastes like nasty
Yeah.
shit.
That makes
So-
sense.
So what happened is they will light it. They will light the cigar like
The
this.
flavor of the Zippo out.
They will light the cigar like this, and once he lit it, they took a puff. That puff is nasty.
What the fuck are you holding?
It's a brush to brush the ash off the side of my tray.
Talk about cigar accessory that you don't need.
Hey, this is free. This is free. I got it with the Davidoff ashtray.
It's like one of those things.
Yeah, it came with it. So
All right, might as well use it.
Told you, fucking Davidoff whore, get free
hey,
shit.
it's
from-
free. It's free. Okay, it's free. So understand this. When you have a cigar and you light it with something that tastes nasty, and you didn't puff it while you're doing it, yes, your first puff is gonna be nasty. Okay, your first puff is gonna be nasty because you're not filling with the smoke. You're not continues puffing on and let go, puffing on and let go, right? You are just get that virgin puff full of lighter fuel. Yeah, then you purge. But if you're using a torch lighter, it's absolutely not necessary. It's absolutely like, okay, now if you're lighting your cigar like it owes you money and just literally put inside the fire and burn it to death, yeah, your first puff is gonna be pretty nasty. But while you're puffing it and you're rotating your cigar like it's supposed to, it's not gonna have any issues. If your first puff tastes bad, it's because the cigar is bad. Does that make sense? Can we agree on this? If you use a cedar to light it, your first puff is gonna taste like cedar, right? So if you purge it, you just lost all that cedar. So why will you purge it? Think about that.
Oh, I haven't done.
Right? Think about this. If I light it with cedar spill and I purge it, here goes my cedar taste. The only reason to purge it is because you got some nasty fuel to light your cigar. That thing has been outdated for a long, long time. Now nobody does it anymore.
You can't even chew gum in Singapore, so yeah.
Singapore is bad in maintaining its reputation and clean and being active. Campaign against littering. The first offender who throw a small item like a cigarette butt gets. Yeah, you can like Singapore. You do anything, you can get you fined. Singapore has the strictest law.
Yeah. You can't even, gum is illegal. You can't even chew gum.
Singapore is dictatorship to a T. All right, Singapore is dictatorship to a T. Everything is against the law.
You fucking go there, you fart, you pollute in the air, they find you.
Right? Everything is against the law. Singapore is clean. I'll be fine in Singapore, except that I get fear of Singapore, so I can't go there.
I can't. There's no way. I would be paying so much, $300.
Oh, okay, here's the thing, okay? It's only against the law if you get caught. It's only against the law if you get caught.
That's everything here too. You know that, right? Same thing if you get caught.
Yeah, but I got morals and ethics.
Fuck that. Don't blame the cigar for tasting bad. Blame the smoker palate. True. Fucking picky fucks.
I mean, I'll agree with that. If the smoker actually tastes shit, he can actually say that this thing tastes like shit. So it's the pellet. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you never taste chocolate, coffee, and all those nice notes, and then you smoke a cigar, and you don't know what they are, that cigar might taste like shit to you. Yeah, it might taste like something bad to you. So if your palate is not refined, everything is bad. If your palate is refined, you can find something that are good. Because let's be honest, tobacco flavor on its own tastes like shit.
Tobacco don't taste good,
Tobacco flavor don't taste good.
but I like it.
Smells good. Tobacco flavor don't taste good. So having a refined taste bud or palate, allow you to find the right flavor notes that you like. So at the end is finding what you like, ignore what you don't like. Right? Like it's like getting a bowl with sushi on top. Eric's gonna pick out all the raw shit and just eat the one that's rice. Ignore all the one you don't want, keep the ones you want. But how do I know how shit tastes like? No, because if you smoke a cigar that tastes like nothing, tastes like shit. Because I never tasted it, so I think it's nothing. Actually, no, I taste shit coffee, so I know how shit tastes like.
Jesus fuck.
There you go.
I'm just saying, like a cigar, you can't pick out like sushi, bro.
I hope you could. I would buy shitload of those, man. If there's a cigar that tastes like sushi, I'm buying boxes of it.
That's disgusting.
What? Actually, we got one that's very close. It tastes like fish market. It's very close.
That's another way to put it.
Very close.
We should release that. Call the sushi.
We should. Because
Oh,
that
oh,
one was just amazing. That one is amazing. It's like a flavor you never taste before. It's like, what the hell happened?
They taste it.
Most people's not gonna believe it. The only person that actually saw it happen is Val. We actually smoke a cigar that tastes like fish market. And like you actually can taste that raw fish on ice.
Mm-hmm. I see how
Alright.
one.
It tastes like raw fish, you know, the whole fish on ice.
Yep. Tony didn't believe me until he fucking tried it.
And I smoked it. That was the most amazing moment of my life to know that a cigar can be this weird.
That's kind of cool, right? Like,
Because you will never thought it would taste like that. I would never thought a cigar can taste like fish. But sushi's different. Sushi's treated, but like it just raw fish. It's just like it's raw fish. It's like you can taste it and imagine walking to a fish market with dirty water on the ground that kind of like in a green hue on top, piled a table with ice on top and fish piled on top. You can almost imagine. You can see it.
You can see it. You don't imagine it. You can see it.
You can like I smoked it. I was like, Eric, this is what I taste. He's like, yeah, exactly.
I told you that. That's the first thing I say.
When you say fish market, I did not believe it. And I smoked it. I was like, oh. Just for that, I kept one.
Me, I got one too. To this day.
Just for that, I kept one because that's the most amazing thing I've ever tasted.
Like, imagine you take that cigar out. Hey, this one tastes like fish market.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It doesn't taste like fish. It tastes like fish market.
Market, not like fish at all.
Not fish. Fish market.
It's fucking wild. That
I don't like flavor cigars. I
you can
used
do
to
this
smoke
cigar.
flavor cigar. I used to smoke Java. I used to smoke Java. I mean, that was before I can pick up taste. And I think that ruined my ability to pick up taste for a long time.
You know what? We should text Lewis about that blunt and tell him, hey, roll one and smoke it yourself.
We should.
Tell him that, hey, leave it for about 3 months. Smoke it yourself.
You know, I'm pretty sure he have a one-time taste one of those.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure like something similar. Like, because when they say cigar went bad, that's literally what they meant by went bad. Like some location that cigar shouldn't remind you of. It's like, imagine you pick up a cigar, light it out, you smoke it, it's like, ooh, that tastes like New York sewage.
Wow. That bad?
No, but the one we taste just is straight up fish market. Straight up. Like, if you ever been to a fish market, like talking about like actually legit fish market, you'll be like, that smell exactly like the moment that you walk in there.
Yep.
I think that experience will be forever remembered. Like, I have two shocking experiences with cigars. One was the Daniel Marshall. I never thought a cigar can get you that sick. And the second one is that fish market one. I never thought a cigar can taste like that. Like, you can't even call that a stink. You can't even call that like, you know, like fish taste. You can only describe it as a fish market because it's got the whole 9 yard.
That's the whole entire thing, you know. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't pick up any flavor except for that. And yeah,
Yeah, imagine this to taste like fish market. In fact, those company that does the fish themed, the Big Sky and the Lure, should
Oh,
contact
yeah.
us. We'll sell you that blend.
that would fit it so perfect. Why are they fishing? They're like, fuck.
All right, Lure company, you should contact me. I'll let you know what that blend is.
You know what? We should try one of their blend. Let's see if it tastes like fish at market or anywhere
No,
around
I
it.
had the Big Sky. It does not taste like fish market.
Oh,
But like, you know, if you want a fish themed cigar, we got one. We got one. And in the beginning, it doesn't even taste like that. It's like 2 months, 3 months later, it tastes like that.
yeah. It's about 3 months later.
All right. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can only tell you that. If you ever made a cigar and the cigar went bad, I think that's the most cool discovery.
No.
Because the first 90 day was fine.
You don't
First
think
90
that's
day was fine.
that you can make a cigar taste like fish market?
No.
First 90 day was totally fine.
I think that's pretty awesome that you can make a cigar taste like that.
That's fucking gross, man.
No, but then the fact that the tobacco can taste like that, it's like amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't say it tastes good. I just say it tastes crazy, amazing that you can make something like that.
Out of just leaves.
Olive leaf, and that leaf tastes like something else totally different a month ago.
I mean, can you imagine your cigar fucking tasting like fish market?
I mean, if I go with a theme, dude. If I ever make a theme, just like fish market theme, that
It
cigar
will be the best gag gift.
that'd be the perfect. That's like, you know what I mean? Like when you buy the cigar that's like okay, you have a box that's basically a fish market.
No,
Open
okay.
it.
All right, you think that's crazy.
It tastes like a fucking fish market.
You think that's crazy, but people make burger flavored jelly beans.
Yeah. And fucking fart flavored jelly beans.
Yeah, and they
That-
sell. They sell. Just
That's
because it tastes bad. Some people buy turkey flavored soda. What the hell was that?
It's limited edition, bro.
That sounds pretty good. Bacon flavored.
No, it was turkey and gravy on a soda. It tastes quite nasty.
I'm just saying that would be a great theme. If you go with that theme, that would be it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Lure and Big Sky will sell to you at good price. And that will be, you will be amazed. You'll be like, you're the only company that ever made a cigar that's fit your theme completely 100%. Because no other cigar company can do that. Like what? What you think? You think?
I
You
mean,
think? Yeah, not even Guardian of the Farm can make their cigar taste like dog, man.
Provadia Cigar did that, where they smoked a cigar that's been sitting for a long time and decided, hey, this tastes like cookies. Fucking Cookie Monster.
That thing
Cookie
did not
Monster
taste,
does not taste like cookie.
it does not taste like cookie.
I thought it did.
You re-
'Cause I still have that cigar in here. I still
you
have
really,
it.
you really thought that cigar tasted like cookies?
It does not taste like cookie.
Mhm. Yeah, it did.
I
Right?
didn't think.
Like I said, you had to match the brand. I'm not even talking about the name, right? We're talking about brand. Like I said, Guardian of the Farm, the cigar doesn't taste like dog. God of Fire definitely doesn't taste like God of Fire.
Well, have you tasted God of?
Oh, I'm pretty sure without tasting it, I know it should taste like burn.
I don't know.
Well, I think
You
that's
got-
gonna be the only part that's not on fire. I thought it did like a dollar store chocolate chip. I agree, man. That did not taste like that to me. I still have one more. I could revisit, but
Revisit it. I don't have it anymore because I think that was just. I was like, it did not taste like.
I
cookie.
like that cigar.
no, I saved it because I was gonna give it away, but I never did.
I like that cigar.
Like
You know what? I gotta try it again.
no, like the Azon Zion, the gingerbread ninja does not taste like gingerbread.
Did you still have those?
No, I finished them all.
Oh.
I never bought them again. right? I'm pretty sure the egg roll and spring roll does not taste like egg roll or spring roll.
Hell, no, it don't.
No, but it's fucking good.
No, it's not.
The egg roll's fucking good.
But to finish the thing, they should make a crab rangoon and taste like cream cheese. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I would like to taste some cream cheese.
I'm hungry now.
The fries were my favorite. The pink band with the ice. Pink band with the ice. I'm not sure which one.
Don't really think those cigars were good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, those are quite expensive if you think about it. If you think about it.
I'm about to revisit it.
If you can find it.
Yeah, the Cookie Monster is gone.
Find it, bitch. You won't be able to.
The first puff to last, and then and not need to relight once. The Nestor Miranda is probably my favorite, more so than the Judge. Well, here's the thing: the first puff to the last, and not need to relight. That depends on humidity and cigar to cigar.
Right.
Yeah, no cigar can guarantee that.
Bravado.
Bravada the cookie.
How do you spell Bravado?
Privada.
P-R-I.
You got
Yep.
autocorrect, man. Just type in Privada.
E-A.
Right? That you can guarantee. Not one person, not one company can guarantee you never had to relight their cigar.
Mm.
Not one company can do that. So, just saying. Because despite of what people think, the rollers, the people who roll the cigars, they change around. There's not one brand that says we have better. No one can say we have better roller than the other. Yeah. Not one company can say we have better roller than the other.
Davidoff had Superman for a while.
Right? So they don't. They don't. Nobody can say that. The cookie was Caldwell.
Yeah, it's part of the Lost and Found.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Tastes like cookie.
well, I hope you guys find a cigar that you like. You know, smoke a good cigar and really enjoy it. Either way, tastes like shit or not. You know, enjoy it. So I don't want to know what that would taste like, Joey. I don't know why. I don't know why. No, I don't.
did
need to.
Lounges before. I gotta go.
All
Now
right.
I also.
I mean, I've never taken a butt plug out and tasted it, so
I never seen a butt plug in use, so it's okay.
I've seen a butt plug in use, and I've taken one out, but I've never tasted it.
Yeah, that's not my kink. That's not my kink. Okay. So anyway, 11:06. That is it for today. We'll see you next week. Smoke a good cigar. Enjoy yourself. Don't let any of the comments or opinions on a cigar stop you from smoking any cigar you want. So that's usually the case. All right.
What do you like?
And no, I do not only smoke Davidoff cigars. Literally, I smoke an Opus today, and I actually like it. So there.
Welcome
Anyways.
to Dark.
Have a good night, everybody.
Later.